played in hole number 1. It was great. You ended up really where you wanted to go. Hole number 2, we did the same kind of thought process on hole 2, tee. Not a bad drive, but you blocked it a little bit. So we ended up under a tree. What are your thoughts as far as, we're not very far away, we're about 100, maybe 110 yards away. What is your thought here?
Yeah, I have to, I guess, try to keep the ball low for quite a long time here, but I don't have a very long distance to the green, so normally that distance would be maybe my sand wedge or my gap wedge, and I thought maybe I could club down to a pitching wedge and see if that would do the trick on this shot.
Okay, we got a couple things going against us here. The lie is okay, but we have a low hanging branch of a big oak tree. So the problem lies the loft of the club that you're using is going to pretty much put you into the canopy of the tree. So maybe use a less lofted club to get you to hit like a punch shot. Have you ever hit a punch shot before?
I have. I probably don't practice it as much as I should, maybe.
It's very similar to a pitch shot. You're just using a different club, a lower lofted club. So maybe a 7. What do you like better, the 7 or the 6?
I'm looking for recommendations, so yeah, whatever you think would be best.
I like the 7 or I like the 6. It keeps it a little lower. We've got a really low hanging branch here. You want to make the club as short as possible. And with that pitch shot, you're really just getting that feel of keeping the club like a pitch. The loft of the club is going to keep that ball flight down. Not to say it won't go in the canopy, but key here is hitting it solid. So ball position, more middle of your stance, maybe a little bit towards your right foot, being right-handed, to guarantee that you hit it first. The adjustment, if you do that, maybe play it off to the left a little bit so you hit it straight. We do have a bunker to deal with, but how good is your bunker play?
Pretty good, generally.
So worst case scenario, you end up in the bunker. Best case scenario, you land on the green or just short of it. But using that pitching wedge, I think would be not a great play because you're dealing with a whole big old tree here.
Yeah, that's quite a few clubs different than what I was picking. So I'm curious, could you hit it for me? Could I watch you hit it?
Sure. I'm gonna choke down. Practice a little bit. I've only got 100 or so yards. Play it pretty much middle, maybe a little bit back to guarantee that I'm gonna hit it. Set up like a pitch shot. And just make sure I really make good contact with it. All right.
And that still almost got up high enough to hit the tree.
It was pretty close.
Even with a 6-iron.
So you can sail with that pitching wedge, it really would have brought it up and hit that canopy.
Yeah, I think so.
You ready to try your shot at it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a ball. All right, so keep doing that practice swing, get that feel. Check your ball position, check your aim. I like it. Now commit.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, it got under the tree anyway.
Nice shot.
Thanks. Now I'm wondering, how would I be able to practice that and make it translate to the course more often?
Well, you know, when you're practicing, we always usually practice full swings and we're not worried about these kind of shots. But luckily, the driving range that you have access to has areas that are under a tree. Just take a couple balls and just go and make this shot. I mean, even if you're at the driving range in a bay, you could make these shots. Just give yourself a thought where you want to keep it below, and work on yardage and distance control. That would be my suggestion.
Okay, great.
But it is possible to do that on a driving range. You just have to have the mindset of practicing it.
Never thought about going to use a tree somewhere else.
Yeah.
On a golf course.
Why not?